Let's go.
Perfect.
Do you want to show us one of these units, Brendan?
Yeah. So yeah, like Dave said, my name is Brendan Shaw, and I'm excited just to essentially take you guys through, give you a little bit of a progress update for Cornerstone 580 here on Sedona Drive. So show you guys a bunch of the views, give you guys a progress report on essentially where we're at with this development, and just keep in mind that obviously this being a progress report, a lot of the stuff just hasn't been done yet. A lot of the finishing that you see, you know, there's going to be a few color changes and whatnot. I mean, you can see from the stucco behind me, it's a gray right now, but once it's painted and whatnot, it'll probably be like an earth tone brown. So as long as you can keep that in mind, give you a walk through the property, give you an idea for the layout, and we can go from there. So follow me.
Let's go. So when are these expected to be done, Brendan?
So this building, this is the third building, and this one's supposed to be finished here coming up in probably end of June, end of the month here, beginning of July. So they essentially just have a bit of the finishing to do. As you can see, floors, installing the kitchens. They just painted last week, so yeah, they're hoping to have this building finished and move in ready about the same time as the other development or the other buildings in this development. So should be looking at sort of end of summer, beginning of fall before you could move into these units here. So this gives you an idea sort of for the open concept that we have here. To your right here is essentially the living room. You get views off the window here. I mean, keep in mind that there's the scaffolding that's up just for the siding right now. And we have the temporary lines there just for electricity to the development right now. But if you look past that, you can get an idea from the true view that you get from these units here.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Kamloops at its best.
Yeah. Inside, so as you can see, the floor hasn't been laid down. We've done the first coat of essentially primer here, and we should be starting painting here shortly. Right in this area, you can see just how big the kitchen's going to be. So all the stainless steel appliances are going to be included as well. We're going to have white maple cabinets painted just on the side walls here. Place for the sink just right next to the window. That will be really nice, just adding some natural light in here as well. Island just right in the middle, so it'll be fully functional, great space with additional place for some stools as well too.
So a fully walk-around island or
walk around island. Yep. Quartz countertop, solid surface, so it's going to be a nice touch, you know, pretty high quality for the price range that we're in here.
And does the end buyer get many options in terms of finishing?
So we have one optional package that we have put together. It's put together by a professional interior designer. So if there's, I mean, obviously as you can see, you know, there's still a potential to change colors, change the cabinets if you'd like to. But I mean, right now, like I said, you know, we're only about 3 weeks away from finishing this off. So if you're looking for sort of changes and whatnot, it'd probably be best looking at the second building, which we'll get to in a second.
One of the later units, you could still make a lot of changes on the inside.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'll take you guys upstairs. As we're heading upstairs, we have the den just right off the kitchen as well too.
Nice size den,
Yeah.
light.
Two-piece bathroom will be here.
Two-piece downstairs.
And then we also have separate entrance for a two-car garage just right off the front too. So,
Two-car garage.
Yeah. And with this development, you also get 2 additional parking stalls right out front of the garage as well too. So it should be more than enough parking for
2 additional parking outside as well.
Correct. Yeah.
Going upstairs.
So upstairs here, this has got to be one of my favorite parts of this home right here.
So this is your master.
This is your master. Yeah. So you get views off the master bedroom, as well as a large 10x7 walk-in closet right here as well too.
10x7 walk-in?
10x7. So for a
It's
townhouse,
a decent size, isn't it?
it's the biggest compared to the competition out there right now too. So it'll be finished off with melamine shelving as well too. So it will look pretty nice.
And then a good size ensuite for sure.
Yeah. Separate tub shower. You have separate his and hers sinks as well too. And an extra window in our corner units, which is
it'll be fun to come back and look at these when they're finished.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You can see a lot of potential.
Yeah. Up here too, so we have the second bathroom upstairs. So
Second bathroom.
yeah, be a pretty good size. Laundry room with a pocket door as well, so it's nice having the laundry room
handy.
next to all the bedrooms as well.
Yeah.
And then 2 separate bedrooms upstairs too, for a total of 3.
2 separate with closets.
And they're all pretty.
Big closets and big, yeah, like you said, the good sized bedrooms.
Keep in mind, like I said, everything's just being primed right now, so all the colors will be changing coming up here.
But we're walking through this right now because you are showing these and accepting offers on them.
Correct.
Pre-finishing.
We have one offer on the corner unit on the opposite side right now, so there's definitely quite a bit of interest. People just like seeing the finished product too. It's hard to visualize sort of the cabinets as we're talking about them, the flooring, but at least this will give people a sense of sort of the layout and what the units will look like.
That's true. Now, I've talked to several people in the market, and supposedly it's really hot right now. There's a lot of transactions happening, and that means it might be smarter to get your offer in before finishing time.
That's true. Downstairs, so downstairs, the top 2 floors, which are roughly around 1,800 square feet, those will be finished, whereas this one downstairs here will be essentially how you see it on completion. There are options if buyers want the basement finished as well too. It's just an additional cost. So here you have a walkout, you'll have a concrete patio, it'll be fully landscaped, and you can see even from the basement floor, you still
have a good view from the basement.
have a good view for sure.
And that's pretty characteristic of all these units. They all have the same sort of orientation, facing the same way.
8 of the 12. So all these units, they're pretty much the exact same square footage, exact same layout, minus, a couple of them might be reversed, sort of the reverse floor plan. So instead of walking in and having the kitchen on the left-hand side, it might be on the right. But they're all essentially the same plan. 8 of the units face on the view side and 4 face towards the green belt across the street. So I'll show you that outside as soon as we get there. One other feature I want to show you that sort of differentiates us from a lot of the competition as well too is this media room suspended slab right here. So right now we're actually below the garage. So
right.
you have concrete essentially on 3 sides plus
and the
concrete
ceiling.
So you can hear that echo right now. It's it'd be perfect, once there's carpet down, maybe even like a T-bar ceiling, and a lot of people put that eggshell insulation sort of around the walls just to sort of sound dead in the place. This would be the perfect media room just because it's concrete definitely helps prevent noise transfer throughout other parts of the building.
Absolutely.
No. So here you have a spot for a 4th bathroom down here if you wanted to install one. We have a high efficiency furnace and the hot water tank down here as well too. It just gives you an idea.
Is there any potential for the basement to become a suite?
Just being a strata and the zoning here, it wouldn't be feasible for something like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So upstairs, I'll take you guys outside and show you sort of the rest of the development here and what we have planned. So this build is by Lanes End Holdings. It's Guy Mercier, who's the general contractor on this. And for those of you that don't know him, he was the founder of Acres here in town. So his background is a lot of the site work and site servicing and whatnot. So it just goes to show the true quality of what's being built here. So a lot of the top trades, we have Routed Brothers that are doing the framing here too. So it's probably one of the better builds that's out here right now too.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
What used to be here?
This actually used to be a single family home. So there was a house that was up here that was torn down in the last year to make way for this development.
And the rest was just surrounding empty, undeveloped land?
It was just one house on this
And this entire size lot.
Yeah.
It's a good size lot.
Oh, for sure. So like I said, so the building we were just in, this is building 3. So this is the first one that's being finished right now. Building 2, you can see right here, is up in frames. So we're hoping that this building 2 will be finished hopefully around sort of end of August, beginning of September. And then to the right, you can see we just have the foundation in on building 1 right now. And like I said, that one should be hopefully finished for September.
Excellent. So these ones are planning to be finished in the next month or so?
Yeah, so the ones, just right in front of you, should be finished within the next month or so. So 109, which is the corner one you see right here, this one's going to be our show suite.
Excellent.
Just because being the corner unit and sort of right off the front entrance, it's perfect for something like that.
Yeah. Well, why don't we get a chance to get to know Brendan a little bit more? So how long have you been in real estate, Brendan?
I've been in real estate since 2006, so I've been licensed since October 2006, and it started out with Royal LePage, ended up managing one of their offices downtown, and then just in the last 3 years here, just opened up my own company, Brendan Shaw Real Estate.
So you have your own brokerage?
Yeah.
At what age?
Started that one at 24, so.
24, you have your own brokerage.
Yeah.
That might be some kind of record in Kamloops here.
I don't think so. I mean, anyone can essentially do it, so it's.
Well, not many do.
Yeah.
What's one of the craziest things that's ever happened to you on a showing?
That's a good question. A lot of the times, there might be mix-ups or whatnot, so you'll walk in on, a family.
The existing owners.
Yeah, exactly. That sometimes, there might be a difference in scheduling or whatnot. I mean, I haven't really had anything too crazy happen to me. For the most part, it's all pretty straightforward.
You must have heard of a few stories over the years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you hear about, people showing up and, dogs, chasing after, the realtor entering the property. I mean, similar to all the stories you hear about, mailmen or, people
any other
soliciting
professional.
Exactly. So it's, I mean, there's, haven't really heard too much.
What are some of your professional predictions for the market here in Kamloops over the next 6 months to a year?
Well, typically what happens is Kamloops sort of, for the time that I've been in the business, the last 9 years or so, what I've found is Kamloops is sort of, it staggers behind, other major cities such as Vancouver, Toronto, Calgary as well. So it's interesting sort of looking at that macro perspective, and you look at what's going on in Alberta right now and, just the job losses that are there. Then you look at cities like Vancouver, where Vancouver was, I think one of the latest figures I heard has, they're up, somewhere around 24% year over year from 2014. So it's going to be interesting, the next 6 months or so, because Kamloops sort of falls, a lot of the times, a lot of the investors, people moving here are from, major cities as well too. So having places like Vancouver being on, the up and up, and other areas like Calgary, which are, relatively flat for the time being, it's going to be interesting to see what Kamloops sort of takes on here the next little bit. So if, the amount of buyers are any indication up there, I know right now our office is busy, so we have a lot of people who are showing houses right now. So I think year over year from last year, we'll probably remain, relatively similar to 2014, if not maybe a slight increase. But I don't think we're going to see anything like double-digit figures like Vancouver has.
I see. And what do you think about how interest rates are influencing buyers right now? Do you think that's what's driving a lot of the demand? And if so, what will happen when interest rates finally rise?
Well, I'm no economist or anything, but obviously, with more affordable money out there, it just makes the affordability factor of homes just that much easier. So depending on the policy out there as well with CMA, with government insurers such as CMHC or Genworth, I guess the affordability and the ease of buying a house, there's sort of a lot to take into consideration with that too at the same time.
All right. Well, do you have anything else you want to add before we go, Brendan?
No, I guess coming back here to Cornerstone 580. So I guess if anyone has any questions, they can visit our website, cornerstone580.ca, or my website, brendanshaw.com, if they have any questions. And it'd be nice to do sort of another progress report here once we have the show suite open, just to give a general idea for what the finishing would be.
Yeah, we'll definitely look forward to that follow-up. So this is Dave Zernhout with Snap Up Real Estate with Brendan Shaw at Cornerstone 580, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Dave.